Just a heads up, based on a true story isn't really based on a true story. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing based on a true story. What's this about? Pretty simple premise. This is a 8-episode TV series on Peacock, and it's basically a couple who's kind of down the ruts, kind of going broke. However, they run into a serial killer, and they realize, you know what? What is better than Murder in America and serial killer? Turning it into a podcast. And now we have 8 episodes of shenanigans, people dying, sex, and pretty funny laughters ensues. Funny laughters ensues. Sure, that works. So did I like this show? I thought it was a pretty good show. I do think there are some glaring flaws overall. I want to say it's the pacing, but it's just the length of the episodes and some random sex stuff that just is out of freaking place. So when we talk about the positives, I do think the actual premise is very interesting and fun to watch. The whole what is going to happen next. What this show does extremely well is the writing and the cliffhangers of each episode. Because after each episode, you're like, I should be going to bed, but I think I can stay up for another 30 minutes. And then the next 30 minutes goes, I think I should be going to bed, but I can do the next 25 minutes. And you're like, I think I could go to bed, but I got to do the next 22 minutes. Now, if you notice, I did 22, 25, and 30. And that is something with the shows because some episodes are like 45 minutes long and other ones are, no joke, 22 minutes long. Very inconsistent with that. Is that a pro and con? Not really, but it's something very interesting when you see a lot of TV shows that are kind of the same length per episode. But then you got to give it credit of, it's like, you know what? We don't want to have that much filler. Let's just put what we actually know is tasty, it's bloody, it's juicy on the screen. I do think the acting is really good as well. The actual scenarios that are happening behind the scenes really, really works. What I think that doesn't work are these daydream sequences of what could be happening and the sex stuff. Sure, sex in TV shows, fine, it's whatever. But these just feel so out of place because all of them are fake. And when they're happening, you're like, I understand some people have daydream-esque style of things occurring in their lives, but it's like every episode and it doesn't make sense or it feels more fluff or more filler for the episodes. Especially with episode 5, there's this dancing sequence that makes no damn sense. Something about me and dancing sequences just don't mix whatsoever. I swear it was that Sebastian Stan movie last year that I watched on Fresh. It's called Fresh, that's correct. Really weird dancing sequence anyway. But I do think overall, based on a true story, is a solid 8-episode series. But overall, based on a true story, is a solid 8-episode series that does zoom by pretty quick, has some good laughs, has some good oh shit moments. But I do think some of the pacing and what they wanted to put on screen kind of doesn't work. It's almost paced too quickly, where it's like some of these characters need to have a little bit more meat to their bone. And some of these flashback sequences or daydream sequences just feel completely unnecessary. So based on a true story, we'll receive a 3.5 out of 5 Blue Futons. It goes at 70%. So the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 75% with 40 of them. Audience score 79% with over 100. Critic consensus. True crime enthusiasts have been satirized more sharply, but engaging leads and a lightly humorous touch makes based on a true story worth investigating. I have to agree with that. 75, 79, 70. Chase Hawk with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things Bluetoontopia. You Blue Futons. Think watch a great day. Now I care about this today, tomorrow, week from now, month from now, year from now. I love every single freaking one of you. Are you a serial killer enthusiast? I want to say I'm an enthusiast. I think I'm just more intrigued about what goes in their membranes.